I actually do cuss a little.
Yeah, I actually cuss a little.
I said, preaching man, should we love thy neighbor? The day I chose humanity over religion, the family got closer. It was all forgiven. I said them F-bombs. I didn't know any better.
Jade.
No, get into it. This is the meat right here.
Have you ever dated someone with a mental illness? Bipolar,
What is it? Break it down.
Bipolar.
Oh, yeah. That's what you call mental. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Multiple personality disorder.
Oh, my God.
Did he introduce his characters as different personalities as
Yes,
different characters?
there were names.
How many names did you know?
We don't see it as a disease. There's a thing called channeling that humans have the ability to do.
The partner would get upset when they return to their original character or main personality that the partner was intimate with one of their alters. That's what I was going to ask you. Have you ever had that situation happen?
In two different persons.
Okay, the shoes are off, the mics are high. We are back like we never left. We are officially live in the living room. You are now watching the Atlanta Late Night Show. I got my guests. Got to do my intros. All right, to my left on the stool, we got a certified baddie before the makeup. She speaks 2 languages. Passport is stamped. I've seen her evolve so much since we met in 2015? Give me some of that good noise for Nadine. On the couch, back again. Strong, divine, feminine energy, a.k.a. I got pink pistols. She has ballet shoes, guitars, Glocks, Yoni healthcare products, and she can teach you how to use them all. One more time, where is Ja?
Right.
She's right here. Give it up for Ja. All right. So, it's not officially a show until I go problematic, so problematic question time. What's the worst move out story you have? Craziest move out story. Move out, move in.
So, it's 2 reasons I had to move out of my first apartment that I had. 1, because they were renovating the space and they needed it. And 2, they were ready to get rid of me anyway because they said I smoked too much weed.
Too much. How much is too much weed?
I guess they smelled it every time they walked by my door. And they complained. And I was like, can I just stay like another month? Just give me like 1 more month. And she was like, no, because it just smelled. She was trying her best to be like proper. She was a good Christian woman. Mm-hmm. It was hilarious. And she was just like, there's just always.
You and your devil's lettuce.
And I'm like, what? I just acted like I didn't know what she was talking about. She was like, it just smells like weed every time you walk by your door. And it's just becoming a nuisance. And I was like, what?
Me?
What? I smoked too much weed? Oh my God. Like, I did that. So I was like, okay. So I paid the money and I left. And I was like, it's all right, you know.
Okay. What you got?
I mean, one story that I remember is, I just got one story. It just crossed my mind.
Go for it.
And I don't have crazy story. I guess I do now. There you go. I just remember. I just moved to, I got 2 stories, by the way. I just moved to that's my first time living in the South Side. Since I moved in Atlanta, I always be living in Gwinnett side and all that. And my neighbors, they're sitting down. They're putting chair out. It almost remind me of Africa. Like that. Oh, sorry. They're putting chairs in the front of the building, sitting down. Mm-hmm. He calling his friend. They're chilling, like right there. Where we walk to go to the apartment. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, something is, I don't know. Do I'm different or this is normal? So I mean, I don't really have a crazy story, but it's just funny.
But you had a fan club on the move-in?
I have a fan club.
They were watching you?
Oh yeah, of course, every day. Oh, yesterday I went. I beat my face up, and there was those kid, and the kid was literally looking at me like, oh. I just walked. I went to my trust like, God damn it. Oh. And I'm like, what? Oh, a 10, 11 years old kid saying, God damn it.
Well, it was. Okay. Was it really like that, or was it the Atlanta? Like, hold on.
No, for real. Bro. No, it was really staring at me like this.
I want her to be my babysitter.
Right. It was so I don't really have a crazy story, to be honest, but just a different environment that I'm on, I would say now. So I just gotta be used to it. I feel like living in the South is different. You have to be. It's different.
Yeah,
It's different. Yes.
south side of the city or just southern of the states?
How can I put it? Because those are my people, so I gotta put it with very in the first respectful
mind.
way. Of course, always. But you don't have to beg me for that. But I mean, it's just okay. Where I used to live, going outside, is like everybody's in the apartment. Everybody doing whatever in the apartment. You never see nobody outside. Here, the kids are outside, playing around outside, making noise on your door. The people coming out.
They ratchet on the side. That's what you're saying?
I mean,
Trying to find a nice way to say they ratchet.
I don't want to say that. It's just different. I'm like, you guys should know that you guys are about other
You
people.
know who raised you.
I'm not trying to put it like that, Jay. Don't put me in trouble here.
I'm
But
trying to help you. Help me help you.
I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, right?
I see both sides. I see what you're saying too. I see
It's
both sides
different.
to it.
It's different, and I don't want to be like the problem. Like I'm coming and I want you guys to change, but at the same time,
You don't want to be Black Karen?
it
It's just a lot
kind
of
of
noise.
bother me.
It's
Like,
disturbing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Got you. Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about was Kendrick Lamar has a song called Auntie Diaries. In the song, he describes a situation in which he has a auntie that transitions throughout the course of his life. It's been divisive, I guess that's the best word I can put. It's been causing a lot of mixed emotions from gay, straight, trans community, and I'm gonna throw a few phrases out. So, and we'll talk about them. A trans person said this. A trans woman said this. His views are cringe. He just doesn't get it. It's disgusting what he did. What do you guys think about that? After hearing the song.
Disgusting. If anything, he's bringing awareness to it.
Okay.
I didn't.
I'm gonna leave the fact that you talk about the word pussy just like that. Maybe that's the only thing I see disgusting in it.
Say it one more time. It said what? She said his views
His
are
views,
cringe.
his views are cringe. He doesn't get it. It's disgusting what he did.
This is from a trans woman?
Yes.
I don't understand. What did he do? He's bringing awareness to it. I mean, I guess like what she said, maybe because maybe there's a slight hint of vulgarity there, but it's not. If anything, it's helping people to open up to it. It's like, wow, like if Kendrick Lamar can have an auntie and be cool with it, then,
Yeah.
I can be cool with it.
Are you familiar with the term dead naming?
No.
So dead naming is the misusage of pronouns or calling someone their name before they transition.
Oh.
So the line that he got in trouble for, Demetrius is Marianne. One of the many lines he got in trouble for with some people. Demetrius is Marianne now. I mean, he's really Marianne. What else? Calling him anything but broke was less offending. I said those F-bombs, and then he says the F-bomb, I think like 15 times throughout the course of the song. But he uses the sentence seems to be given the same way, but meant to be received differently each time he says it. Mm-hmm. But that the gay trans community is saying you shouldn't even use the word.
Which word?
Oh.
He's talking about.
You can't say that word.
Oh.
That is so crazy because I felt like he was talking about the kids making fun of the word. He's bringing, in my opinion, I think he's bringing more awareness to it. If anything, I don't feel like he's attacking anybody or misusing any words. It's what it is. Even if his cousin or uncle didn't transition, he was still on the path to doing so. And if his uncle hadn't transitioned yet, but he still asked them to call him Marianne, like that, you don't necessarily have to get a surgery to change your name.
True.
So I feel like.
Do you have any friends in the trans community? You have any gay friends? That you know
I
of?
used to work with gay friends.
You stopped
But
being friends?
No, I never stopped being friends with them. They just,
I mean, it was just like a work friend? Like you were friends at work, that was it?
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Was that by
I don't have friend anyway, Jay, so.
Jeez.
Like asking me like I got so much friend and I have to have. I mean, I don't have. No, but I'm open to it anyway.
Okay, so a gay person said he's really just saying respect the trans homies. As simple as that. That's a quote I pulled from Twitter. Is that what you perceived it as?
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think of the line, "The day I chose humanity over religion, the family got closer, it was all forgiven. I said, preacher man, should we love thy neighbor?"
You gotta slow down.
One more time.
I said, preacher man, should we love thy neighbor? The day I chose humanity over religion, the family got closer, it was all forgiven. I said them F-bombs, I didn't know any better. I ain't know any better. Speaking to the push-pull of being a human being versus being religious and the divide that causes amongst people.
Focus more on being a human, basically.
Yeah. You think that's right?
Somebody at the door. Do I think that's right?
Yeah.
Translation. I don't understand the whole sentence. I understand it, but I can't really answer because I don't fully get it.
Okay, so he's saying, do I respect my trans auntie, or do I do what the Bible says I should do, which means distance myself, basically excommunicate them?
I mean, I think you shouldn't be judging anything. I think for me, I think you just let God judge. You just has to be a good human to them. Mm-hmm. They'll deal with that because God is dealing with anybody with their life. You don't have to be the judge for them.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anybody can do whatever they want to do as long as they don't hurt you.
Well, that's a loaded answer right there. I mean, at least to a loaded question, because
if it's about their life, they can do anything they want as long as they don't hurt you.
Well, the thing is, you can say live and let live until they take their beliefs into a school and say something like, you should teach this in the school.
That's what I'm saying. You can keep it to yourself. It's the same. Like, I'm just going. let me explain it again. You can be the way you want to be, but don't try to convince other people to be like you, because you choose to be that way. Let somebody else to experience life and choose to want to be the same way as you. Don't impose your view to anybody, and that goes with anything.
You consider yourself a Christian, right?
Me, I'm Christian. I'm grew up in the church.
So don't you try to minister and try to convert people, or you taught?
I'm supposed to.
Okay.
That's what my God asked me to do. But sometimes Jay.
No, get into it. This is the meat right here. This is what I like to hear.
Okay. Jesus asked me to convince people to come to them. But I feel like that's why I have to be a good person every time to people, because when people get to know the kind of person I am, they're going to try to understand and ask me, why am I like this? Then I'll tell them, hey, it's because I'm Christian. It's because I was raised this way and I have to be this way. And my action should convince them instead of me coming to them and say, hey, you should give your life to Jesus randomly like that. They don't even know me from nowhere. Mm-hmm. But if they get to know me and see the kind of person I really am, they can probably slowly work with me and probably follow me to church slowly. But I feel like sometimes approach is everything. You don't just come to people and say, leave your life, follow me to Jesus. Mm-hmm. Like, no, who are you? Here, like, what the f- are you talking about? Sorry, I'm not cursing, but no, like the whole thing is wrong.
I actually do cuss a little.
Yeah, I actually cuss a little. I do.
What's your favorite curse?
For those that get it, they get
it. So I mean, I think I answered it right.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
What's the question again?
The push and pull between religion and being a human being.
Ah.
So gotta put that drink down. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the stuff had to get cut. It got a little bit too problematic.